The moon landings were real. The moon landings were faked in New Mexico. The moon landings were faked on the moon. Happy 18th birthday. I have a surprise for you. You've been drafted and are going to Vietnam. Students. History teachers. Students who are history memers. History teachers who are history memes. 4 Arab countries. Declare war on Israel all at once. Israel. Chuckles. You're in danger. World. Do you seriously need so many Dane colonies? Britain. You wouldn't get it. 1776. 1944. The German city that avoided World War II destruction by pretending to be Switzerland. I have developed the ability to stand so incredibly Swiss that I have become invisible to the Allied eye. Everyone else during World War I. But I hate this gas masks, you can't see shit. Russians. You guys are getting masks. See this here, he's turning right on a red light. That is America's only contribution to Western civilization. Philip II. If I bring my army into your land, I will destroy your farms, slay your people, and raise your city. Sparta. If Latin American, man, I sure love free and democratic elections. United States. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Anime. Netflix adaptation. Roman mythology. Greek mythology. All the roads in the world. All the railroads in the world. All the seaports in the world. Japan's allies in May 1945. Today we have Soviet army ration from 1942. Let's get it onto a tray. Nice. Waiting for good weather to invade an enemy country. Invading a country despite the inevitable winter. Invading an enemy country during the worst winter in recorded history. Nearly destroying your own army because you didn't prepare for your own country's winter. Being prepared as virgin sacrifice. Me, you're making a mistake. I do the sex all the time. Shaman. Stops his ritualistic chanting. Name the one who takes your seed. Me, your mother. When you find out Lincoln was offered elephants from some to help fight in the Civil War but refused. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. France to Germany after World War I. I only accept apologies in cash. Chile, can I copy your homework? Germany, sure, as long as you change it up a bit. Chile. Soviet Union, I will attack Finland. Everyone, poor Finland, they gonna get demolished by the Soviet Union. Finland, you'll watch this. Mussolini, hey bro, I just declared war. Italian military advisors, cool dude whom? Mussolini, France and United Kingdom, Italian military advisors. Australia killed off the Tasmanian tiger, thinking it was attacking sheep, when it was actually the foxes. I'm sorry little one, when you need titanium to build a plane to spy on the USSR, so you make fake companies to buy titanium from the USSR. See? I pulled a sneaky on ya when you're a 30-year-old peasant in medieval Europe. It's not easy being old. Kim Il-sung dies. North Korean leadership. Our next act is a living proof that nepotism is alive and well. When you realize that in about 10 years America is gonna be celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Great Depression by having another one. Sad New Deal noises. Help I Help I accidentally. Help I accidentally built a shelf. Help I accidentally restarted the USSR. Oh god, I have done it again. I see a small part of Europe. Fortune telling. I see you alone. And a lot of ethnic conflict. Jesus, that's a lot of ethnic conflict. Italians trying to play the victim after World War II. I'm a good noodle. I'm a good noodle. Me and the boys planning the July 20th plot. Losing money being forced to import opium. Making money forcing other countries to import opium. Making money prescribing opium to your own people. Italy to Germany, I will be your loyal ally and never betray you. Allies invade Sicily. Italians. Popolo Americano. Saint Constantine 11th. This is what Constantinople would look like today if Mehmet minded his own fucking business. Some say that Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man. Some say it's Tom Holland. But deep down we all know that. The CIA deposed the democratically elected president of Guatemala, leading to a series of authoritarian dictatorships and war crimes. Area 51 raiders, they can't stop all of us. British soldiers who fought at the Somme. I look like all you need. You don't look like a 76mm gun motor carriage M18 Hellcat. When you gain 3 square miles of territory in exchange for 57,740 casualties. Chatcha real smooth. I love seeing people smile at their phones in public. Had they received happy news? It is a text from a loved one perhaps. What could be instilling such joy in that moment? Swedish Empire 1700. Germany asking Mexico to invade America. England intercepting the message. Testing nukes in the desert for an isolated testing environment. Testing a nuke which shatters the windows of anything 900 kilometers away. Nuking some island in the Pacific and getting mad at New Zealand when they try to stop you. Testing nukes suspiciously close to where the natives live. Slavada Island. I hope to use all 8 of my years in office to establish socialism in Chile. Augusto Pinochet. 3 Take it or leave it. I dare you to charge into a heavily fortified trench system, armed with machine guns, snipers and artillery. World War I troops. That's not a dare, that's Tuesday. What happens in 1 minute? 70,000 hours of Netflix watched. 3 million videos watched on Snapchat. Google is asked 2.4 million questions. Denmark surrenders. Finnish soldiers when Soviets force them to remove Germans from Finland, according to peace terms in 1944. How to cook rice. Google. Bing. Mom, can you give me entrenching tools? To dig trenches. Yes. Actually uses it as a melee weapon like a boss. Trench raid time. Britain in British history books. Britain in American history books. Britain in Indian history books. Britain in Hong Kong history books. World. Do you seriously need so many Dane spices? Portugal. You wouldn't get it. Okay class, epidemiology is now a school subject, so it's time to get historical. Let's start with an example. Who wants to go first? Jose, get up here. What was the parasite that caused the Irish potato famine? The English. Friend, I dare you to overthrow the current French government. The French in the 18th century. That's not a dare, that's Tuesday. Dunkirk. British soldiers. There aren't enough boats for our evacuation. French soldier. You guys are getting evacuated. British Empire. French Empire. Italy fighting with Ethiopia. Eastern Bloc. We want fair elections. USSR. Shut. Girlfriend. Versus. Sturmgeschütz 3. Has 2 breasts. Has one 7.5cm KWK-40 anti-tank gun. Provides emotional support. Provides armored fire support. Is high maintenance. Is based on dependable Panzerkampfwagen 3 chassis. Stands out in a crowd. Low profile, makes it easy to conceal. Destroys your bank account. Destroys light armor columns. Is difficult to replace if lost. Most produced German armored vehicle of the war. French peasants. We are starving, we've been hit by a famine, and you're not doing anything to help. French monarchy. Orchestra. Play something sad. When you help the British to kick the French out of America. When you realize you need the French to kick the British out of America. Lenin. When I die, don't put Stalin in charge. Lenin. Dies. Stalin. Now this looks like a job for me. When someone says Columbus discovered America. I actually thought these were people. We are people. A fish. It's been 3,090 million years and we are still in water. What are we going to do now? Some random another fish. Walk. Poles. I guess we are losing the war because allies aren't helping us. It's not our fault. Also Poles. Baby, born slight deformed. Spartans. Happy birthday. To the ground. Start of World War I. End of World War I. The United States contributed very little to civilization. The personal computer. Cell phones, including the iPhone. The airplane. Air conditioning. The space shuttle. The internet. Zeus, god of thunder. Kronos, god of time. Es, god of war. Dionysus. Cyclops, I know you've been cheating. Who are you cheating with? Cyclops' wife, nobody. Cyclops. I speak Spanish to God, Italian to women, French to men, and German to my horse. Charles the Holy Roman Emperor. We have you 12 plus to 1. I like those odds. German uniforms in 1914. Dark grey. British uniforms in 1914. Khaki. French uniforms in 1914. In war, the side remembered is the side with the most style. Australian troops after firing at a huge flock of emus and hitting a grand total of 2. Maybe we should just give up. Leif Erikson discovers America. Everyone. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Japanese pilots when they run out of ammo. I'm a suicide bomber. I love the look the lower class kids give to the upper class. Like, look at these absolute tools. Class differences. Britain 1937. Germany, soldiers in Dunkirk, you're surrounded. British civilian boats. When your ancestry.com DNA says you're 1% Italian. Did you guys know John F. Kennedy was alive minutes before he died? Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Together we can stop this. Granny tells me about hardships of living in Eastern Bloc country under Stalin. Stalinists on the internet. Your granny lied. The teacher. Test is not that complicated. The test. Australia killed off the Tasmanian tiger, thinking it was attacking sheep, when it was actually the foxes. I'm sorry, little one. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Normal. Just Alex. Teddy Roosevelt literally gets shot. Just a flesh wound. Selling my bath water for all you thirsty brothers of liberty.